7 regular Super League games here, the Salford Red Devils, but of course their biggest ever win came in the playoffs, 28-4, in reaching the grand final in 2019, and this would be, if they can pull it off, a landmark win for the Salford Red Devils. They have more than competed with Wigan. Wigan were 13 for 13 when it came to regular season games. They won them all here at the DW Stadium. They've already lost here to Catalan. If they suffered another defeat, it would be a big, big blow. Many, before a ball was passed in anger at the start of the season, tipping Wigan to go all the way to a grand final. We shall see. Second half underway. Ormond Royd with the first run, 8 apiece. And let's just hope that it's as good and as dramatic and entertaining as that first 40 minutes.
You'd expect it would be, like I said at the start of the game. Both of these teams do like to entertain. They're confident with the ball. Defensively, I don't think Salford get enough credit for what they actually do, but this is where they are good. Spotting those little short side plays, spotting someone when you think their defender has switched off. They'll go and attack you, they'll go for you.
Sneed it is. Last tackle midway inside their own half of the field. It surely will find its way to Mark Sneed. And that's a spiralling kick. It's a difficult kick, and it went backwards, I think, there from Bevan French. Chris Kendall very quickly saying that the ball went backwards, but I wonder whether there was just a little tap forward before.
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult, that one, for the referee to see, but that's why we've got the beauty of the video ref in there. It's just a really, really challenging spiral kick for Bevan French. And again, looking at the handling errors, that just made it 8. It's just really bad considering the conservative play that they do play. I'm just really also interested to see this second half and how they start to adapt the play. They're going to still play direct, or they're going to start moving the ball a little bit more.
And we shall see. Cooper inside Salford territory. Kate Cuss moving it across the line, and here is King looking for a way through. There's a brilliant offload for Field. Now then, has he got the space? Field round one, round another, still going. Pass goes out to Wardle. Good start to the half, this from Wigan. Smith with the kick on the last, and it finds Bevan French. French with a little chip forward, and it's shadowed into touch there by Mark Sneed.
Well, the thing's
it's a penalty. Was there a charge? Well, if that's a penalty, that is a silly, silly error. Was it Lafay?
Yeah, you can see he just nudges him. He lifts his shoulder up, doesn't he? Hits him, just knocks him off his stride as he kicks that ball.
Wait, Brad.
What about the kick from Harry Smith, though?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Excellent kick. Bevan French just hugging that touchline. Well, he kicks it, stands his ground, but he just lifts and rotates the shoulder into Bevan French.
On-field penalty, mate, yeah?
Well, you see, he knows exactly what he's doing. Then Mark Sneed, he just shields the ball going over the sideline.
Comes engineer.
We're just waiting for...
Fella, can you get him on, mate?
Yeah, Paul Rowley, absolutely bemused by that.
Yeah.
Salford bemused by that.
You can't hear us, Cameron, mate.
Well, I think it's the penalty. The penalty's for the initial shot, and then obviously Sneed stands his ground, hits him.
Comms not working. Come on, what's he doing?
He's getting some direction here from the video referee, Liam Moore, is Chris Kendall, before he makes the decision.
Mate,
Jack Smith, I should say. Is it going to be
he's the
a penalty? Well. Jack Smith has had a look at it. Paul Rowley has had a look at it. Mark Sneed has had a look at it. It's a big call, this, in the context of the game.
1-2, 1-2.
Look, it's a penalty. I think what's happening is that
penalties here, boys.
The touch judge has lost communications. I don't think they were waiting for the video referee. Chris Kendall then was just buying a bit of time while he just got some attention. You can see him down just on the sideline getting some attention. It's just a penalty.
Ball's behind you. Yeah, you can't do that though. You've just done what you
Liam
can't
Rush,
do.
touch judge. And his communication fixed up.
Well, either Mark Sneed or Tim Lafay would have been penalised there on that occasion.
Unnecessary.
Switch back on here, boys.
So Wigan with another set. Ethan Havard.
Oh no! Oh, go on.
Charge on this time from Kane Ellis.
Oh, go to.
Right in front of the post. Little short pass for Farrell, always dangerous, running the lines. That diagonal run, straight from acting halfback goes Brad O'Neill, back close to the try line. Smith finds Kate Cuss with a little sidestep, looking to get through. Last tackle, can Salford survive at the start of this second half? O'Neill swings the ball to this right-hand side. Field with the kick forward, and Salford come up with it.
He's not done, Mark Sneed.
Knocked on by Sneed. It's going to be another set for Wigan on that Salford line.
But do you know what? I think they have to ask more questions as well. Be a bit more clinical with the passing as well. On the fifth play, you had Kate Cuss that was driving the ball in, so it was left to Field to just try and thread that ball through the defensive line. Mark Sneed drops on it, unfortunately for Salford, he loses it. Bit more pressure to contend with here.
You feel already Ash Golding, even this early in the second half, these are crucial moments.
Yeah, they're definitely building momentum here with these scrum players. I mean, here's an opportunity as you see it now.
Well, Field goes down. I think the penalty may actually be being given for offside.
Yeah,
I think
offside.
Field was already going down, wasn't he, before CO made the tackle. Yeah, offside given. Penalty taken quickly. The pressure mounts, the pressure builds as Kane Ellis offload. Charge now from Havard. They've been capped inside that 20 for most of the half so far. 5 minutes in, it's been all Wigan. Pierce Paul brought down. Still Salford holding firm. Quick play the ball. O'Neill and Cuss once more, but the ball is dropped. Was it by Kate
Chris Atkin?
It was Atkin who moved up very, very quickly. Salford survives a Wigan blitz.
Do you know, I think he plays an important role, Chris Atkin, within this side. He's not known for his defensive efforts, but I think that he's a quality player. Fills in so many roles, whether it be hooker, half, and he always comes up with plays. Very underestimated in the game, I think.
And on the back of that, I just think Salford looks so energised in defence. I think they wanted to defend the goal line, they wanted to prove a point there. When Mark Sneed knocked on, they slapped hands, all right, we'll do another set. And just then again, the elation of as soon as that ball goes to ground. So they wanted to defend them sets, to prove themselves.
Massive moral victory for Salford.
Yeah, and that's a great point by Ash, is that, like, look, for the opening 5 minutes in the second half, Wigan have come out and they've tried to blast through the door. And Salford have stayed really strong defending the line. And my word, these Salford players now were building confidence after those last 5 minutes. But they've got to keep doing it for 35 as they get a penalty.
And they get a penalty. Brilliant defensive effort from Salford, and we're joined now by the Red Devils assistant coach, Chris Inu. That was a fabulous defensive stint at the start of the second half.
Yeah, they've done solid. Obviously taking off from where they left off in the first half, and that's the main goal today. Obviously in the wet weather, the main goal is to focus on out there.
Ball in hand, you feel that Salford still have an opportunity to score every time they have the ball. What's the plan then for the second half?
Yeah, we're not too worried about the ball at the moment. We just, like I said, the main focus for us is out there. In attack, just hold on to the ball. Obviously, like I said, it's wet down here, it's a bit windy, so as long as we complete our sets like every other team would want, then we're doing right.
Christian, thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Dion Cross stopped just outside the Wigan 20. But that was a brilliant defensive set, wasn't it? Here is Sneed now. Misses one out. Briley on the run. Briley on the charge. Ball goes inside for the former Wigan star, Burgess. First chance that Salford have had in this second half after repelling 4 Wigan sets inside their own 20. Long pass out from Croft. Charge on from CO. CO will score. A try from absolutely nothing. His second try of the night. But what a pass from Brodie Croft.
Outstanding. Like I said, Stuart, that's a confident side that they've turned up here today, knowing that they've got to be absolutely on point They've been under the pump for 5 or 6 minutes defending the line in the second half. They've gone up the other end of the field. On halfway, they've got a penalty. On the back of that, they've looked to play rugby, and this is where they're dangerous. Get your ball players, get your men who are on big, big money to get their hands on the ball and come up with plays. All the forwards want in rugby league is be directed by the likes of Mark Sneed and Brodie Croft. When it comes to attracting those fans and pulling them in through Salford, those players have got a big responsibility, and they're trying absolutely everything. Quality play.
Yeah, I think we saw from the Wigan try, you know, the half-back combination linking up to cause that Bevan French a bit of magic. But on this one, it was actually the half-backs that created the opportunity with Brodie Croft's long ball to the wing. So really, really outstanding pass, an outstanding finish at the end.
32 years of age, Cancillo, you know, but he's still one of the best finishers in Super League without a shadow of a doubt. And after absorbing all that pressure, look at that, just reminding you of Salford's poor record here. One of those wins was that magnificent playoff victory back in 2019. I mentioned at the start of the second half that in many ways, if they can win here, it would be just as important as the season and the table starts to shape up at the start of Super League 2023. Sneed off the touchline. Brilliant. And Salford extend their lead to 14 points to 8. But after absorbing all that pressure, going up the other end and scoring, that's a huge blow for both Wigan and Salford.
Yeah, just an outstanding bit of ball play from the halfbacks, and then the vision, the absolute vision from Brodie Croft to see that pass, and then the execution on the end of it is unbelievable. So not really, really well-absorbed pressure on goal line D, and to go up the other end and actually post points, an outstanding effort from the Salford Red Devils.
I mentioned about morale and the boost. Oh, and then a mistake. There's the mistake. No communication between Burgess and Laffey, and Wigan are going to get the ball back. Well, it is a cliche, but it's a coach killer, and that is the error.
Yeah,
it's
you're
a
right.
really, really poor mistake.
Yeah, communication is key, but making sure you don't switch off. You can see Tim Laffey saying, look, I was stood on the spot. You didn't have to come in. Well, that's where he needs to communicate that to Burgess.
Well, after absorbing all that pressure, 4 consecutive sets on their own try line, then going up the other end and scoring. An unexpected opportunity for Wigan to hit straight back within seconds. Cooper just shy of the try line. O'Neill go to the left, short ball from Smith to Farrell, wrapped up. Good tackle it was, it had to be by Brodie Croft. Trying to build more pressure again with Havard. Ormonroyd in there with a tackle, assisted by Atkin. They go the short side. O'Neill. French will shift the play inside once more, but again it's a combination of Ormonroyd and Atkin that bring him down. Smith now, they go wide with Field. Field looking to find Kai Pearce-Paul. And Kai Pearce-Paul tries to offload the ball, and Salford survive again. Outstanding defence by the Salford Red Devils.
You know, if you're in the middle of the field and you're defending and the ball goes away, you can't switch off. You've got to go really hard and aggressive. And that's what Salford have done. The outside on the fourth play, the edge, they got up really quick. Turn the ball back inside to French. Seems to be doing a decent number out wide.
Is it demoralising for Wigan?
It's demoralising, but it's also energetic. It's energising for Salford. I mean, they've moved the ball really well, but just then 2 direct carries from the outside backs get them back on the front foot. So they'll be looking to put a box kick into the pocket and just build some more pressure now. So they've energised. We're seeing a Salford team that are energised here.
Oh, Watkins just about holding on to that one. 14 points to 8, 10 minutes already gone in the second half.
Give 10! Give 10!
And there's the spiralling kick again. Well taken by Bevan French. Let's go pitch side. Jenna.
Yes, Stu, you can see the man on the screen now making the break, Bevan French. Well, he has moved to fullback. Kate Cust, in fact, has come off there. Doesn't appear to be anything wrong with him, just a standard sub. Jay Field is at standoff, and Toby King, you'll see, is on the right wing now. So let's see what this has to do with Matty Pete's game plan.
Interesting switch.
Well, getting Bevan French on the ball will certainly add to the morning in attack.
dominating, Hull KR dominating from Warrington. 32-0 Warrington lead. There is Kate Cust. Hull KR 30 points to nil up at Wakefield, reminding all the tries coming up a little later on. Flat pass from Field finds Farrell.
Well, nice spot. It's come up with some big defensive efforts, Brodie Croft, in this game.
And they go unnoticed, don't they, for the main, because you're so used to seeing Croft with ball in hand doing something special.
Yeah, you're so used to his kicking game, his passing game, but actually his defensive reads have been outstanding so far. I think Farrell's cliche play is hitting an outline, so he's just cutting that option off by getting high and just making it so he has to come in. Really smart play by Brodie Croft.
French, short pull down, still manages to get the pass out one-handed. I just wonder whether the call to bring Field into half-back is to try and get in. Well,
you want him on the ball.
Yeah. Exactly, ball in hand more.
Oh, well taken.
Great take it was from Burgess,
Yeah,
under real pressure.
Wasn't he under some pressure?
But you want to involve Jay Field, and I think that's what Matt Pete is doing. Get Field more on the ball.
Well, you put Bevan French on the wing, and obviously the unit comes into it when they kick to that corner. You put him at full-back, he can pick the side that he goes and which side he wants to link up with. Jay Field, he'll just get his hands on the ball, command the ball, and also the players in a Wigan jersey will look to give him the ball because he's one of those players that can cause problems.
Move! Brad, don't go early. Hold. Go for
Shane Wright brought down. Here is Sidlow. Only knows one way, and invariably does go forward and does make good yardage. Atkin it is with a clever kick downfield. Picked up by French inside to Toby King. I think it's going to be a penalty. A late hit on Atkin, and it's a penalty to Salford. Certainly in kickable range this for Mark Sneed. Let's have a look at it, Terry.
Yeah.
Morgan,
well, there's contact there from Morgan Smithers. It's not real. There's not real force there at all.
The ball is clearly gone.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure it's a penalty. I'll be honest.
No.
Chris Atkin, he kicks the ball. There is a bit of contact. It's not forceful.
I think it's what could be described as a soft penalty.
Yeah, I think they might have got a little cheeky one there, to be honest. I don't think that should be given as a penalty. But the shake of Morgan Smith's head just kind of signifies that. But hey, these ones are game changers. We spoke about it when Wigan took the 2 points. This is where it comes down to 2-point games, and we're going to be in certainly a few of them. And it's time for Salford to maybe go for their 2 now and sneak a little advantage ahead.
Lads, stay behind!
Well, this is a big kick, but it's very kickable. Mark Sneed, who is now 6th on the all-time Super League kicking chart, 9th on the all-time Super League points chart, and he's just in the last week or two gone over 1,000 successful goal kicks in his career. But this one is a big one. It's important. It's 15 minutes gone in the second half. And if he can strike this straight and sweet, it's a 2-score ball game. How sweet has he struck it? The answer is very sweet indeed. And that's a big kick made by Sneed, and there is the England coach Sean Wayne with his grandson. England against France. We have a double header for you on Saturday, April the 29th on Sky Sports Arena. The mid-season internationals, the women's international first, followed by the men's international 4:30. All the action on Sky Sports Arena with Grandad.
He looks happy. He looks happy to be with
the England team. So, 16 points to 8. You've got to say, a deserved lead for Salford at this stage.
Yeah, the way they've come out of the second half, they've withstanded some big pressure and just gone the other side and shown Wigan really how to attack and took them down to the cleaners down the other end. But it's all through the hard work in this area of the field right now. Coming out with Adline carries, taking short side really well as well.
Third, move Morgan!
Well, it's a rout at Cass, 38-0 to Warrington. And it's Convincing as well for Hull KR at Wakefield.
Right, 4. He's gone 10, he's gone 10. 4.
Just been passed a note by
Move! Don't go away. Hold.
our statsman
Hold.
Ian Proctor.
Go
Have to
5.
go back to August 2021 for the last time Wigan lost back-to-back games at home against Saints
Kick us through, play
and then
on, play
against
on, play
Leeds.
on.
I wonder if it's going to be tonight again after their defeat against the Catalan Dragons a couple of weeks ago. Farrell with the burst. Let's go down pit side as well. Jenna has news about Tim Laffey.
Yeah, the Salford centre, I've noticed, has been receiving some treatments. He's still out there. It goes to show how important he is to this team. But just on the left hamstring, he's been getting some treatment to that, and it is also heavily strapped, you'll notice.
Yeah, Laffey was a big doubt to actually play in this game. Originally, earlier in the week, they thought that Laffey might be out for a few weeks, but he's so important that they've managed to get him out on the field. Smithy's brought down. Still plenty of time, though, for Wigan. 58 minutes on the clock.
He missed that game last week against Wakefield with a hamstring injury, didn't he?
Yep. Sio takes it well, takes it very well. And that will be a tap on the 20 for Ken Sio.
Well, again, Vince's, wasn't it? He just managed to get his foot behind the line, which enables him now to tap the ball on the 20.
Move! 0 tackle, hold.
58 minutes on the clock. We're going to got to come up with some new ideas.
Again, the Salford side are just quite content at the minute. I still don't think 8 points could be good enough. Like I said in the first half, they scored plenty of points this year, the Warriors.
Move! Mike, Brad!
Well, Salford looking for a third consecutive win. 60-point hammering of Hull, and then, of course, the dramatic first and only so far golden point game of the season, beating Wakefield last weekend. Atkin, ball goes inside for Briley. Always dangerous, always supporting. He was brought down. Ryan Briley smiles.
Nice.
Riley.
Nice play, though, wasn't it?
It was. Reverse pass inside. They do work hard down the middle as well, for all the flair and for all their ideas.
Go 5.
Sneed it is. Chips the ball up. Up goes King, an easy take, but look at the charge and look where Wigan are starting their set.
And they've got to do a number on them here now, haven't they, Salford? They do look like they've got a lot of energy, and again, it's the sub. Chris Atkin comes up with a decent shot, stops Bevan French in his tracks.
Kai Pierce Paul, crunched to the ground by Watkins and Funiawa.
Go 3.
O'Neill at dummy half. Here is Wardle for Wigan, approaching the hour mark. Wigan still inside their own 20. Farrell, the captain, charges through, runs straight into Brodie Croft, but Croft still manages to drag him down. Oh, then the error from Smith, and Salford have it back in great field position.
Well, they're under the pump here, aren't they? The Warriors, they weren't making meters carrying the ball. They make a mistake. They're 20 metres out, they've still got a few players, and you see Harry Smith puff of the cheeks thinking, right, I should have took that one. You just look at the options that they've got here when they shift it.
Croft, Briley, Laffey looking for a way through. Important tackle from Pierce Paul. 3 metres away from the Wigan try line. Burgess it is, with the pass for Sneed. There is Tyler Dupree, who passes head injury assessment to play in this second half. Atkin once more, right-hand side. Croft with a little kick through, and it's picked up there. Is it play on? Or is it? No, it's not. I thought it was going to be 6 again, but Salford have got the ball right on the try line from Watkins. Couple of tackles left in the set. Sneed again. Intercepted by King, but he hasn't got the legs, and brought down by Burgess.
Well, it was a good job that Joe Burgess was alert then, because Tim Laffey has been struggling, like Jenna said.
Jay Field looking for a way through. It was an important intervention, wasn't it, by Burgess? King just wouldn't have the legs. Smithies runs into Dupree, but still going. The intensity levels are going up by the minute.
Well, 19 minutes to go now, 8 points behind that. The fans trying everything to inspire him. Liam Byrne back on the field now, trying to make inroads. centre field.
Here is Jay Field. Just get a feeling that he's going to be very, very important in the outcome of this game over the next 19 minutes. His influence. Smith with a kick through towards the line. It's CO who just shadows the ball. He was going to tap it out, thought about tapping it out, left it.
You've got to have nerves at the back there, Ash, when you see that ball just bouncing over the try line.
Yeah, no, he's a braver man than me. I'd have slapped that out there. I'd have slapped that straight out, but no, really smart player. But this just brings me back to the point I was going to make when Harry Smith dropped the ball the other end of the field. Matty P, his biggest message there on the 3 points was how he ends his sets and how his backfield delivers that ball back in. And the way they've been doing it in the second half is it's their kryptonite at the moment. That is why they are on the back foot.
Well, Matt Peake will be frustrated, that was no doubt. Just give us a little insight into how a winger or a fullback plays a kick like that. I mean, as we say, CO was cool as you like, but it's a dilemma, isn't it? Whether you stick or you twist.
It's truly the players around you that are telling you what to do, and it's just that trust within your team. You know, you're dead set just looking at that ball, making sure if you need to, you are ready to get that ball out or grounded, and it's the boys behind you saying, look, leave it or get rid of it, and then that's your decision on the back of it.
You get the shout.
You get the shout, but if you make the wrong decision, even though they've told you to, you get it as well. So it's 6-1 half does not over in that.
16-8, Salford leading, 17 minutes to go. Just to remind you, as Dupree charges forward, they've only won twice in the regular season away at Wigan in the Super League era. Sneed, little kick over the top, and in the end it bounced awkwardly, and King then is pounced on, but I think Salford were offside, yeah.
Yeah, Mia Burroughs just...
Offside at the kick from Borough.
Yeah, he just couldn't resist, could he? And Chris Kendall spotted it, just anticipated. Look, you can see he stood in front of the man who kicks the ball. Just behind Tyler Dupree, goes forward.
Line, boys, line.
To be fair to Chris Kendall, he was actually telling them, you're offside, you're offside.
Go.
16 minutes to go, all to play for.
Move!
I'm sure there's more twists and turns to come in this game.
Most definitely, I totally agree with you.
Field and Byrne. Fresh legs from Liam Byrne for the last 15 minutes at the DW Stadium. Field seeing a lot more of the ball, of course. Hammond finds French, who's seeing more of the ball. Sneed with the tackle, right on the 20.
Go free.
Salford again having to defend in numbers. Byrne.
Danny off the ball!
Borough with the tackle.
Go for.
Along with Addy. And French now, quick play the ball. Nowhere to go. Down a blind alley, Toby King.
Held!
Last tackle. What's the play?
5.
From the playbook.
5.
Smith wasn't the best one, was it? And it's knocked on by French. And despair. Who'd be a coach? Matty Peake.
That look says it all from Matty Peake.
Yeah.
But Brodie Croft, every time that they look to shift it over to his side, he's getting up and he's putting some real doubt in Wigan's attack. And you look at the way he celebrates. That's what it means, and that's the reaction from the coach.
Okay, Danny!
No, the thing for me that's going to really take it over in the last 15 minutes here is both teams have been here last week. Both teams were in this exact same position, nip and tuck games, high intensity towards the end. The difference right now is Salford have the ascendancy. They're completing the sets, they're putting the kicks away, whereas Wigan are just looking like they're making stuff up on the back end of it. That's not the usual Wigan way, so are they going to crumble in the back end? I'm not too sure.
Well, if Salford do win, there'll be a lot of headlines for Brodie Croft with that wonderful pass to set up Ken CO for the second try. But I go back to what I was saying before, that Brodie Croft's all-round game, brilliant reader of the game, we know that, but defensively he's just been outstanding.
Yeah, very good. This man's been good on the ball, Ryan Briley.
5. Liam Burrow!
He's having a wowzer, isn't he? He definitely wants to talk to John Wells after the game. Unfortunately, he's made a mistake.
Free play the ball, so it's a scrum. Where do you want the scrum?
Correct, play the ball.
20, yeah.
Briley guilty.
A lot in his haste to get up, he just plays the ball incorrectly. Bit of attention from Farrell, nothing in it at all. The shake of the head, but it's Ryan's error.
I think it was more in frustration at what he'd just done. We have 13 and a half minutes to go, and Wigan need to score twice, otherwise it's going to be back-to-back home defeats.
Move! Wait, Danny. Go on.
Looks like Sam Powell is going to come back on for Wigan.
Well, he went off for about 20 minutes, didn't he?
Danny, I'm there, wait.
So still to be introduced.
Two.
Morgan Smithies.
Third.
Inside for Liam Byrne, just inside the Salford half of the field.
Free, great work. Free.
Powell will be on very soon. Havard down the middle, but as has been the case so often this evening, nowhere to go. O'Neill at dummy half, Smith trying to set things up. French though with a pass out. It came off a Salford hand, so the tackle count is wiped. And Wigan have 6 here from midway inside the Salford half.
Yeah, under a bit more pressure here again. Liam Byrne just trying to land on his front and play the ball quickly. And it looks like Sam Powell's coming onto the field and they're leaving Brad O'Neill on, so they're going with 2 hookers on the field.
Oh, Smith with a pass. Farrell wriggles away. Farrell brought down by Briley.
Well, how many times have we saw that run from Liam Farrell?
Resulting tries.
Yeah, but good defensive effort from Briley yet again.
Havard is brought down. Salford's defence tonight has been absolutely outstanding. 10 out of 10. There's going to have to be again. French with a show and go. And French with his second try. But Wigan back in the game. And it's game on. And we are going to have a fantastic finale. Wonderful individual skill. Once more by Bevan French.
Well, you get him on the ball and things happen. Tyler Dupree just couldn't quite plug the gap. Look, he's dummying inside, he's dummying outside. He spots that gap, it opens up. And as soon as he gets it, he's just looking for a defender that's switched off, targets the big blow. And like I said, this game's not over.
But the skills that we've seen from Bevan French tonight, you can't teach that, it's just instinct.
That's all instinct for Bevan French. That's all instinct. Half a gap, half a cent of a try, and he's going. And it just shows the calibre of player that he is. That he doesn't need even any slight opportunity on his first try. On his second one, clear as day, there's a gap there, and he's going to take that.
Well, what a finish we're going to have. Smith with a big kick. 4 points in it. Can we reduce it to 2? And I wonder if that penalty from Mark Sneed on 55 minutes.
Well, we've got a big 10 minutes, haven't we, to go. French 2 tries last week, 2 tries tonight. Big kick.
Just
big
instinct,
kick.
individual brilliance. Important kick for young Harry Smith. Oh, brilliant game we're going to have in the last 10 minutes, just to let you know that at full time, depending on who wins, either that man there, Harry Smith, or Ryan Briley will be joining John Wells at the Sky Sports touchscreen. I wouldn't like to call it. 16 points to 14, 10 minutes to go.
What a finish to this game we've got. And just looking at that try there, what a stroke of genius from Matt Peet to put him back to fullback, to give him that freedom to run, to allow him to see them gaps, to obviously execute them plays. Really, really smart player.
We've had some close encounters, haven't we? Last night by 2 points. You look at Wigan last week when they beat Huddersfield, sorry Ash. They won by 2 points. Wakefield against Salford. Salford won by 1 point. So both of these teams have managed to get the result in tight contests. They know how to play the clock down and get away with the result.
Well, will it be a moment of individual brilliance or maybe an error that will decide this game? 9 minutes to go. Powell finds Byrne midway inside the Wigan half of the field. All to play for.
It looks like Sam Powell's playing like a half-back sort of role.
That's a great kick because it finds space. Splits the fullback.
And look at that defensive chase now.
Splits the winger. Look where Burgess picks it up a yard away from his own try line.
Well, he knows what's coming, doesn't he, Burgess? Burgess knew exactly what was coming. Once he used to wear the cherry and white shirt, so he knows what's going through those players' minds.
Of course, it fires up the rest of the team, doesn't it? And the crowd, and the atmosphere.
That's what they need. They need this crowd to get behind them now. I mean, they're smelling blood. They're coming and they're going hard. They're doing their big collisions in. But it's all about Salford just withstanding this pressure, getting to the end of the set, putting the kick downfield. Because we've got to remember they're still in front. They're still in the lead, so they don't need to score. They just need to defend and defend with their lives.
Yawa with the run.
Salford themselves making changes with Sidlow and Yawa onto the field. Need a big kick here with distance.
Well, Sneed under enormous pressure there. It's a spiralling one, it's a high one, but it's taken on halfway by Bevan French. French with an inch to work with, but he nearly made something of it.
Well, Shane Wright just managed to get his collar, didn't he? I thought for 1 second he was going to be through the gap.
Has the mood changed? Has the momentum changed?
Well, I tell you what, the fans are certainly trying to help him, aren't they? And they've got that field position. How many times can they keep knocking on the door here?
Well, they're knocking now. Now they're going to bang on that door. Barrel brought down by who? Yeah, Brodie Croft with a brilliant tackle once more. But here's the dangerous Field. Field finds the ball and King will score. 2 tries in the space of 3 minutes and Wigan hit the front. First Bevan French, then Toby King, but it was the pass, the run and pass by Jay Field, and this game has been turned on its head.
I think you're looking at them tries there and it's just unbelievable execution of ball movement to ball movement. Harry Smith just playing eyes up, used his middles. Jaifield, natural ability, just moving around and finds and executes the pass. Great finish by King on the end of it. Just really smart play to actually hold up the defence by dropping someone under, and then a wide ball to work out the middles. And again, it's just the execution on the end of it that Matt Peake was looking for from his players.
He brought the defenders in, didn't he, superbly there, Jay Field?
Yeah, he didn't. Harry Smith finding Jay Field, that to cover some distance to get to him, but Joe Burgess and Matty Peake, well, that's what it means to him. He knows he has been in a game. They have been under the pump and been tested by Salford, and this game's not finished yet. This game's not finished yet.
What a game it's been. 2 tries in 3 minutes from Bevan French and from Toby King. And Paul Rowley watches on.
Well, it's tough when I've never done it, defend out wide. Like Joe Burgess is caught in 2 minds. He can see that Harry Smith coming across. He can then sense that Jay Field's coming across. He looks up, he's got numbers in front. He tries to close it down. He gets beat. There's a couple of men outside of him. Chris Atkin now saying what they want. And you can bet your bottom dollar they'll go short. They've got to go short after this.
They've got to try something.
Smith again with another fantastic kick. Kicking tonight from both Harry Smith and Mark Sneed has been perfection. It really has. They haven't missed. And it's 20 points to 16. And Salford have got 5 minutes. 5 minutes to find something from somewhere.
Yeah, it's a big 5-minute spell, isn't it? Mark Sneed just eyeing up, getting the ball on the kicking tee. He knows where he wants to place it. And he's gone long. Wow.
Well, the lead has changed hands 4 times already. It's going to change for number 5. Yeah. If it does, it would possibly mean a Salford win.
I'm really surprised. Losing by 4 points, they didn't go short then.
Third, open square.
Well, Wigan have just got to be sensible.
Well done, 3.
Well, it's their game to lose now, isn't it? Morgan Smithies with a decent, strong carry.
Game management, that's what it's all about for Wigan, as Warrington make it 6 out of 6 at the top of Super League, walloping Cass 38-0 and a convincing win for Hull KR, snapping their losing run 34 points to 6 at Wakefield, who are still bottom and still winless. And we'll have those tries before the end of the programme. We're going to get another try here as French kicks the ball over. Pressure there on Ryan Briley. I mentioned about the mood changing, but Wigan are a night and day, aren't they, in this last 7 or 8 minutes?
Well, the pressure and the fans just taking them home. The atmosphere has certainly changed in this second half, and they've had a period now where they've been down here defending, where they like to intimidate you, they like to get off the line. Like even on that last play, sure, when they looked to shift the ball, they looked to kick it first of all, then there was a bit of space. Bevan French scoots down the wing, kicks the ball, puts Salford under a bit of pressure.
Well, this is the last. What are they going to do with it? It comes to Sneed, who drills it low downfield. It's an easy take for Bevan French. And the tactical switch in the end, the tactical switch from Matty P has worked a treat.
Yeah, it's always good when you've got both them kind of players, the J-Field and you've got the Bevan French, who can just kind of interlock and interchange so easily and seamlessly within their squad. It's something they've probably practiced numerous times on the training field, so it's not uncommon to them. And it's probably tactical just to make them speed up. I mean, we spoke about the start of the half, Salford having momentum, but we're going to all over them now. If you could put a heat map on this pitch, it'd all be in Salford's half.
Yeah, spot on. Here is Smith and Farrell again. Don't underestimate the influence of the captain, Liam Farrell, either. Always makes good yards. Powell and Field. French looking for a hat-trick. He tried to offload the ball, picked up by Ryan Briley. So here we go, about 2 and a bit minutes to go. And you feel like this may be the last chance that Salford get. We shall see. Shane Wright wrapped up. Wardle in there. Farrell as always in there. Smith in there. It's a philosophical Paul Rowley looking on. Is he resigned to his fate, to Salford's fate, or can the Red Devils find something in this last 2 minutes? Good hit, good tackle. O'Neill it was. Croft runs into Singleton.
Yeah, they're just not getting any change out, the Warriors, are they, at the minute?
Big tackle from Singleton, from Havard and Sneed. But he has to do that, there was no choice. Taken by Liam Marshall. And we're approaching the last minute. Unless there's an error here from Wigan, you just wonder if Salford's race is run.
Yeah, it looks like they'll just control this set of 6, get to a sideline, kick it off the field. And the last 5 or 6 minutes, whether they didn't choose to go short, there's a high shot here, surely. Yeah, there is. From Kingra and Yayawa. And what will they decide to do here? They'll decide to just keep the ball in play, swinging arm. Well, will they go for 2 points even?
With a minute to go, surely just got to keep hold of the ball, haven't they?
Well, you think so? They're taking the 2. Oh no, I think Harry Smith wanted to take the 2. And they changed their mind.
Yeah, this is the sensible play, surely. Just run the clock down. That's all they have to do. 40 seconds to go. Up until the 70th minute, they were trailing by 16 points to 8. But 2 cracker-jack tries from Bevan French and from Toby King in the space of 3 minutes have turned this game on its head. And Wigan, who were looking at back-to-back home defeats, really did up the intensity, up the skill levels, and finally broke through that Salford defensive line. And that will be that. A big win for the Wigan Warriors. A cracking game. Salford will be desperately disappointed because they gave it absolutely everything. In the end, it came down to 2 moments of brilliance. And Matty P sure he won't be completely satisfied with his team's performance. But what is it they